I want everybody to know. That's why I make sure that we are on Instagram, just so you guys are notified. You know what I'm saying? That's my way of keeping you guys involved in this good old time. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. We are live right here with the Very Funny Podcast, ready to go. I'm just sending out the notification so that everybody knows that we are live. Let's send it to all the broadcast groups. So let's go to broadcast. If you guys don't know already, make sure that you add this number on WhatsApp so you get a broadcast like the people who are getting a broadcast right now are getting when we go live. It's that easy. Easy peasy. Lemon parcheesi. Okay, let's take a look here. Let's see. We send it to Africa. We got to send it to Europe. We got to send it to Latin America. Lebanon's already on the list. Canada. They got it. Boom. And now we got to send it to everybody in America. So let's go ahead and send it to, let's take a look here. USA, Asia, Middle East. Everybody knows. That's how you know. Hey, everybody on Instagram, head off Instagram, go to Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch channel Nemr Comedy so that you guys can join the broadcast. Welcome, everybody. Good morning, Jason Steve from Sydney, Australia, man. Welcome. It is very, very early right now. What's up, everybody? Come on in, climb aboard. We're going to have a good time today. We're joined by special guest Rudy Ayub, so I don't want you guys to miss out on what's sure to be a very, very good time today. Also, we're going to be talking about happiness today is the subject of the day, and I'm excited to talk to you about happiness, and I'm going to ask you guys to join in on the conversation. Of course, it wouldn't be the Very Funny Podcast if we didn't start it off with some vibes. Everybody on Instagram, you might be like, we can't hear the guitar. That's because you're not supposed to be on Instagram. You're supposed to be on Twitch, Facebook, or YouTube channel Nemr Comedy, baby. Come on in, everybody. How's it going? Rachel Feha. Mary Haddad, hello from Lebanon. Hello to you from Los Angeles. Vraj, good morning. Ramzi Abu Zaki, Jason, Steve, Khalil Ati, how's it going? Ramzi Abu Zaki, I said that again. Fuad, greetings, my friend. How you doing? Yaman, how's it going? Yaman Sharaf Dabbar. Tally Ho Ho, how's it going? Sharaf Al-Masad. Hope you guys are doing good. Let's play some tunes. Oh, I can't play tunes because I have my guitar tuned to E flat, and this song is in E. So I gotta fix my tuning with you live so I can play some delicious tunes for you guys. Look at me, all prepared for the Very Funny Podcast. We're starting in a bit. Everybody get situated, get comfortable. Let's go. As I tune my guitar live, wasting precious seconds. This is a professional show, ladies and gentlemen. You can tell right here, it's a very professional. Oh, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. Let's turn to the guitar view on so you guys know what's going on. Yes, sir. Delicious. a good tune, man. All right, you guys getting ready? I see a lot of you are here. Come on, everybody, get situated, get comfortable. We got a good show today. I'm very excited. Baby. Doesn't get better than that. Good morning to everybody who it's morning. Good evening to everybody who it's evening at. Everybody, good afternoon. You know the drill, depending on your time zone, where you're at. Welcome to the show. We got a good time going. Today, we're going to be joined by special guest Rudy Ayub. Rudy Ayub is a fellow Lebanese champion. He is a Lebanese man with great power. And of course, with great power, you know the drill, comes great responsibility. He is a internet sensation, a YouTube icon, all of that good stuff. And I'm very excited to have him here with us today because not only is he an infinitely better guitar player than I am, he's also a very, very funny guy. So he's basically like me, but with real talent. So I'm very excited to have him today on the show. Of course, if you haven't already, make sure that you text me your name and your city where you live on WhatsApp. And of course, as you can see right here, wait, here, that's it, right here. Okay, this is weird. Right there. If you are watching this on YouTube, then you would know that we are live right now. But if you're watching this after the live, then you're like, what's going on? I'm not in the chat. I don't know what's going on. I don't want to see this part. You can skip ahead to the special guests, to the callers, the jamming out. All of that is actually in the it's in the pinned comments below on YouTube. And you can go and you can just click around. All the timestamps are there. Everything is there. Let's take a look at our comment section. It still says Jason Collings. It shouldn't say Jason Collings. We did change that. So let me take a look here and make sure. I hate when these things happen. So, yeah, that's weird that it still says Jason Collings. On my end, it says Rudy Ayub. This is on YouTube. Oh, you guys, you're looking at the wrong video. That's why. So, it's the thumbnail. Okay, my bad. The thumbnail says Jason Collings, but it should be, the thumbnail is Jason Collings, but Rudy Ayub is special guest. So, hey, look. We'll fix the thumbnail right after the show. Don't worry about that. So join in, everybody, from Twitch, Facebook, YouTube for the show today. I'm excited. I hope you are. Once again, Rudy Ayub going to be joining us in just a bit. I'm double checking, making sure Twitch is happy. All the resolutions are there for them to enjoy, and they don't have to, yes, they are. All right, fantastic. Let's take a look at that comment section before we start the show today. Bonsoir to Amouni Arifin on Facebook. Ralph Frali, how's it going? Welcome, everybody. Peter Dahir, Rachel Freja, Keanu Reeves. Welcome, everybody, to the show. Fadi Nafa. Everybody's waiting for Keanu. Keanu Reeves seems to not have appeared, which is shocking. He should appear. It's not the same without Keanu Reeves. Everybody knows that. Keanu Reeves always here on the show with us. Hi, Nemr from London. What's up, the Bada Bing? How's it going? Good morning, the Xonic. Yaman, once again. John Wick's dog is hello, owner. You're late, bro. All right, Keanu Reeves is back. Cheers to all of you. Stay hydrated, my friends. Always drink water. Make your mothers happy. So today, I forgot to I was going to wear my sunglasses while I was jamming out today. It was going to be, I was like, ooh, let me look cool while I jam out. But it's too late now because I already jammed out. So I just wanted, because I put them in front of me. I was like, let me, just so that I could like act like I knew what I was doing and I was prepared. But I wasn't, and that's fine. We're here on our own. That's how life is. You know what I need? I need like a team. I see all these other shows. They have like people who press buttons and do stuff for them. That would be cool. That would be quite the luxury, would it not? Don't forget to add me on the number right there. And I think it's time we jump into the show right here. So I'm going to go and take this off Right there, of course, once again, if you were watching on YouTube, that tells you to go down to the pinned comment below, and you will know what time what time the monologue starts and the special guest comes in and all of that. Today's topic is a very near and dear one to my heart. Before we call Rudy, which should be in about 15 minutes, 20 minutes, we're going to talk about happiness. Yes, my friends, happiness. Is happiness possible? This is a question that a lot of people ask. What is happiness? And I want to ask everybody here in the comment section later on in just a bit. I'm going to actually ask you guys to, and it's funny, Ahmad Abu Murad is saying happy birthday to Mortanius. I messed up. It's not Mortanius' birthday today. It's on May 26th. Good friend I am. I'm just so enthusiastic to celebrate his birthday. I brought it forward by 10 days, so my bad. Anyways, I'm going to ask you all in the comment section in a bit. I'm going to look at the comment section and ask you all to tell me what you believe happiness is. But for now, I just want to start with the broad strokes on the subject of happiness. What is happiness? Is happiness a word that gives you the opportunity to say that's what she said when somebody says it, and to perplex and confuse your friends, and then they look at you and they go, what? And then you go, ha, penis, happiness, and then you lose your friends? Is that what happiness is? Or is it more than that? Does it have more potential for you? Is there such a thing as happiness? That's an interesting question, because it isn't an absolute, is it? Depending on who you ask, the definition of happiness changes, right? Some people say money doesn't buy happiness. That's a lie. It buys happiness. Money buys happiness. Money really makes you happy. We live in a capitalist society. If we lived in the medieval times where, you were a slave, sure, money isn't going to get you happiness and you couldn't buy your freedom, then yeah, obviously money isn't going to buy happiness in like medieval times, and you have a fief, you're on a fiefdom, your serf is ruling over you. The church is telling you that the guy who is your master, who is raping your women and starving you to death, was chosen by God, and that's just the way it is, and you'll go to hell if you ever question it, because whatever that master does is God's will, because the king is divine and the king has chosen your serf, therefore you must obey. And you can't say that's not true because you can't read, and therefore you can't verify that they're lying to you, and that isn't actually what it says in the Bible until Protestantism comes. In that period of time, money does not buy happiness. I agree. But in today's age, money buys happiness. Come on. You can get happy with money. Now, is money all you need to be happy? Yeah, it is. Let me tell you this. There's a lot of people here, myself included. You give me $1 million, I'm not going to be sad. I'm going to be all right. If anybody out there is like, Nemr, you know what? You're wrong. I want to give you $1 million and you can prove it to me. I'm ready to prove it to you. You can transfer all the money over to me. Just hit me up on the WhatsApp number right there. Say, Nemr, I got $1 million for you. What are your bank details? I'll be like, boom, here you go. And I'll be honest, if I start spending the money and I start to get, sad and I'm not happy, I'm going to be honest. And I'm going to tell everybody, hey, I was wrong. It turns out money doesn't make you happy. So I'm really, really sorry. I would like to thank my benefactor who gave me $1 million to try out this situation. Sorry, I just saw somebody posting some spam in the thing, so that person has been blocked. Boom. So yeah, you can't post links here for other stuff, guys. Come on. So basically, you can try, and I'm pretty sure I'll be happy. Okay, I'm pretty sure I will be happy. A lot of people, if you're on the verge of death, like you're gonna die tomorrow, somebody comes and gives you $1 million. Okay, maybe money doesn't buy you happiness in that specific circumstance, but in general, once again, it does buy you happiness. But depending on who you ask, if you're very, very rich and have been very rich your entire life and you have had that financial stability, then yeah, money doesn't buy you happiness because you're pretty miserable because that's all you got going on. But if you've never known struggle, that means you have an imagination. I think the key to being happy is having an imagination. When you're super rich, you don't need an imagination. You can afford to just exist. You know what I'm saying? But when you are poor, man, or when you just don't have a lot of money and your parents give you a bucket when you're a kid and that's your toy, they're like, here's a bucket. And you're like, oh my God, a bucket. Your imagination has to take over. That bucket is now a helmet. It's a small boat that you can row in. You understand what I'm saying? That bucket, your imagination can take it places. It's a parachute. Just don't try jumping off of a tree with the bucket over your head. It will not, break your fall. I know from experience. You develop an imagination. Then later on in your life, as you continue to use your imagination to be excited, you watch TV shows, you read books, you escape through other people's worlds. Now you get a lot of money. And when you get a lot of money, you have that imagination. Whoo! Happiness, my friends. You're going to have some happiness, let me tell you. Because now you got money and imagination. You're not going to, like Dan Bilzerian, that's not a man who has imagination. That's a man who likes hot women, does that, and then what? And then he's going to face an existential crisis. But if you got an imagination, you can do some great stuff with some money. You know what I'm saying? And some people, when they have an imagination, just want to play video games. But the money allows you to be financially stable enough that you can do that without having to do something else. So yes, but depending on who you ask, that isn't the ultimate form of happiness. If you ask my, when I was a young child, I was a young boy, my father used to tell me about happiness. And when we would be driving on the street, and he would see a man fishing on the side of the road, he would say, "Children, do you see that man over there? That is the happiest man in the world." And then he would look at my mother and he would spit in her face. And then he was murdered by my mother. I miss my father. He was a good man. Very good man. But my mother murdered him. And now she's happy. So depending on who you ask, really, happiness is subjective. For my dad, really, it was, and by the way, that was a joke. My dad didn't actually get murdered, just in case. Some people take things I say too seriously. I used to have a joke when I first started doing stand-up where I would say, it was one of my first jokes. I wrote it on a napkin in Roadsters, a restaurant in Lebanon. When I was sitting with my friend George, I was like, this is a joke. I'm going to do stand-up comedy and I want to do this joke on stage. And the joke was, have you ever picked up a prostitute and it was your aunt and she didn't give you a discount? That it's a stupid ass joke. But I did it on stage and then I started taking it further and I went further with it and I was like, and she didn't give you a discount? And then people would laugh and I'd be like, I did that joke once and my parents were in the audience and my mom turned to my dad and she's like, "Haydi ikhtak ash-sharmuta bahdaletna bikill al-aili," which used to get an incredible laugh. And it's Arabic for that. That's your sister, the whore. She's embarrassed our entire family. And somebody called my dad up, who was at one of my shows, to ask him if my aunt was really a prostitute and that actually happened. Like, dude, I'm a comedian. My dad calls me and he comes up to me and he goes, Rudy Ayub's in the comment section. What's up, Rudy? He'll be joining us in a bit. My dad calls me and he goes, "Are you telling everybody on the stage that my sister is prostitute?" And I was like, what? What the fuck? What? I was like, no, it's a joke. And my dad literally told me, he's like, if you ever tell that joke again, I will disown you. And he didn't talk to me for like a month. So maybe I shouldn't have said it right now, but I'm clarifying that it was just a joke. So my point is, it depends on who you ask. Okay. This is so cool that our guest is in the comment section, by the way, Rudy Ayub, joining via YouTube, I would imagine. So depending on who you ask, what is happiness changes. Dude, if you ask some people, now I want to ask the people in the comment section, let me know what happiness is for you. What is happiness? If you could summarize one thing, for my dad, it's fishing. Okay. For some people, it's money. For me, video games. good friends. Those are things that bring me happiness. Mutation is saying happiness is when you have absolutely nothing to worry about and have the people you love surround you. Plus doing what you love for a living. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Jade Rock, happiness is whatever secrets dopamine secretes dopamine in your brain. It could be anything, but not always good. And yeah, I agree, money buys happiness. And even if it doesn't, I would rather cry in a Ferrari. That's a great answer. I would too. I really would too. I don't mind crying in a Ferrari. Gandalf, happiness is the ring. My own, my precious. That is a fantastic reply. Fuad Abdullah comes in with happiness doesn't exist in itself. It lies in the pursuit of happiness, the path we took to reach it. Yeah, but Fuad, I disagree with you because happiness can be experienced in the path and the destination. So you don't need to suffer to get to happiness. You can actually be happy knowing that your suffering is leading to happiness. So basically, like bondage and S&M people would definitely understand what I'm saying right there. Peace of mind. Resha Abu Hassan, peace of mind, being content, family, love, and money. That's true. Family is an interesting one because just having family isn't enough. You could have abusive parents, abusive siblings, abusive wife, abusive husband, right? And it's a disaster. Abusive neighbors who you're related to, cousins. I think family meaning like people you want to call your family. You know what I'm saying? Happiness is like a kiss, says Shadi Hassan. You must share it to enjoy it. Shadi Hassan is a pervert, is basically what I'm getting from this. No, I'm joking. I'm just kidding. Happiness is like a kiss. You must share it to enjoy it. There's something very rapey about that statement, but okay. Health and a shitload of video games, Firas Isa. 100%. Happiness is having nothing to worry about. That's very true. My sister's in the comment section. What's up, Maria? Dude, there are so many different, so many replies. My feed is just jumping up. Happiness is when I wrote my novel for a project in university. Carla Nakad. Well done. Happiness is getting to heaven, says Daniel Riman. But what if there is no heaven? Also, heaven sounds kind of lame, the way it's been portrayed to us. So I don't think that you know what heaven is. I don't think any of us know what heaven is. I don't think any of us even know what God is, because we've been told what God is through our perception, and it changes based on the dominant religion. So how do you know what heaven is? What if heaven is basically God's idea of what really great is? And let's say God, who made Justin Bieber, thinks that's the greatest thing ever, and Baby plays on loop for all of it. Baby, 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 oh, baby, and the day you'll be mine, and baby, and it just keeps looping and looping and looping for all of eternity. I go to hell. You go to hell, there's Napalm Death, you know, all those great bands down there, AC/DC. Be a good time. Aerosmith would probably be down there, you know. Run the Jewels, Rage Against the Machine. I'm just saying, you don't know. Batul Attar, happiness is getting to a point where you are completely satisfied with what you have and not wanting more. I agree with that one. Happiness is when you're just, this is good. Even if you have money, if there's something you want to go out and purchase, you're not happy yet. It's just when you're sitting, you wake up, you drink your cup of water, you're like, and you look around and you're like, hello, neighbor. Hello. But today you have a mask on. So it's because, you know, the corona. But that's what happiness is. Happiness is not having Baby Shark looping. RP Melkonian. Can you imagine? Baby Shark. Baby. Imagine that's what heaven is. Imagine that's what hell is. Do you know that if somebody told me, you know how they say hell is eternal damnation? Hell is where you will burn for the rest of eternity. Your sins committed over and over again back unto you. Every hurt, every pain that you caused, every soul nibbling at your feet. If they said that was hell, or they said hell is Baby Shark playing in looping for all time, for millennia, you're going to hear Baby Shark, I would be more afraid of the Baby Shark alternative. I'd be like, you know what, I'd murder a few people, get killed every day. That's fine. That Greek god did it, where Zeus was really pissed off and he had, like, you know, the bird come and eat all its shit. Doesn't sound too bad. But Baby Shark, I'm not I don't deserve that. Nobody deserves that. Nobody deserves that kind of pain. You know what I'm saying? It is the way it is. John McClane is here. John McClane from Die Hard is joining us. John, great to have you around here. I don't know if you've seen Keanu Reeves. You guys should hook up. Not hook up like physically, but just like link up. Happiness, false. Positive psychology. Dwight Schrute. That's John. Look, it's John McClane, so I can't really argue with that, okay? Nat Zlotnik, Nimmer, you make me happy, and Carl and also my family. I love you. I love you too. I love you too. That means a lot to me. Zainab Jabak, happiness is being content with yourself, self-love. So masturbation. Zainab is out here saying just masturbate. That's happiness. All right. Although if you masturbate too much, that is, that can lead to its own sort of negativity. Camilla Farah, happiness is not one thing. Ooh, let's see what Camilla has to say. You can find it in different things and people. Money might be an aid to get to happiness, but only having money and not having love or rahat al-bal, stability, won't make you happy. That's true, Camilla. But imagine having money. Here's the question, though. Would you be happier having love and no money or having money and no love? I would say love and no money, personally. Because money's paper, man. Plus, if you live in Lebanon, you know that money is just a frame of mind because our currency is now worth nothing. So, you know that if you were a Lebanese pound billionaire last week, you are now a trillionaire and you still got no money. You know what I'm saying? Russia is saying money, no love. Who needs love? What's love got to do? Got to do with it? What's love in front of money? I would love, man, I'm telling you, money's a good thing. But that's because we live in a capitalist society. The question to you that you should ask is, should we live in a world like Star Trek, where science can make all clothes and food and everything, so therefore mankind doesn't need or want for anything, so they take to the stars to journey on where man has no man has gone before? Star Trek. Is that the solution? I think so. I think if we can get to a place as a human race where we don't need to have goods that we need to purchase, then man, screw it. Then we can start having an imagination because we need it. Right now, you need money to survive. But imagine if you needed imagination to survive. That would be a very, very good time for everybody. Carl ABJ, anything with extra toom is happiness. Toom means garlic. If you guys haven't had garlic spread, my friends, Lebanese garlic spread made with the power of a mother's love with her own hands, you haven't had happiness. I agree with that statement. It cures ailments. So if you're feeling a bit sick, a bit under the weather, you have toom. Although the last time I was in Lebanon, I am 100% sure I had the coronavirus. I had all the symptoms. This was back in January, and I travel all the time. I came down with an illness. So I already had, before, a few months earlier, I had gotten a sinus and bronchitis, and I took antibiotics. So then I'm in January, and I come down with this debilitating sickness. I call my doctors. They put me on one round of antibiotics. It does nothing. A second round of antibiotics. It does nothing. So my mom was like, I'm going to send you chicken soup and toom, Lebanese garlic spread. And I got the chicken soup, and I ordered some chicken, and I put all that toom with all of that chicken, and I ate like literally maybe an entire container of Lebanese mother toom. Lebanese mother toom is toom on steroids. Lebanese mother toom is the final boss in Doom Eternal on ultra violence mode. Lebanese mother toom is the age limit of Lebanese politicians. It's limitless. It's infinite. They do not die. It is immortal. Lebanese mother toom is like Highlander. There can only be one. Lebanese mother toom is the realization that your storage server has lost a hard drive, meaning you've lost your data, but then finding out that you did the correct RAID setup, therefore there's a redundancy and you don't lose your data. That's how powerful it is. When you have an entire thing, Lebanese garlic sauce, the diarrhea though that you get. I had the coronavirus and I shat my entire existence out for like 2 days straight. And I didn't get cured. That's how you know the coronavirus is dangerous. Lebanese mother toom cannot cure it. The ultimate solution. So yes, it brought me happiness while I was on the verge of death from the coronavirus, but then it brought me much pain. So I wouldn't say Lebanese garlic sauce is happiness. I'd say under the right conditions. Ramzi Abuzaki said, never liked it, so we're going to block you? No, I'm kidding. So I'm glad today we talked about happiness, what it means to all of you, but I think we can all agree that unless you were born with it, money is the universal thing. I know I'm supposed to say money doesn't give you happiness, but that's shit rich people say. I'm not rich yet. When I become rich one day and I have a lot of money so that I can justify me and you hanging out and me telling you stuff like, hey, I'm raising money for this fundraising thing instead of giving the money myself and trying to take more money from you and saying sentences during a pandemic like we're all in this together. When that time comes where I have that money that I'm actually different than everybody out there in the comment section, you'll hear me say shit like, listen, let me tell you guys something. Money doesn't buy happiness, you know? It doesn't. Trust me. I know. Today, I was parking my Ferrari and I got out, and as I was walking to my door, I forgot the keys in the car and I was like, no! It was horrifying. I had to walk back to my Ferrari, get the house keys, come home, put them in and then turn the house key. And it was old. It made a click. It wasn't satisfying. I wish I had love. So that I'll do that later. But for now, I don't have money, so we're all here, all right? Gloria Guadarrama comes in with happiness is a choice. Being resilient as fuck is everything. We are responsible for our own energy, drumming, singing in languages I do not speak, and the very funny podcast and Rudy Ayub make me very happy. Gloria Guadarrama coming in with the truth bombs. Dinzy Finzi, Ferrari Lebanese style or Italian style? Dinzy, you know, Lebanese and Italian, it's the same. My friends, I believe it is now time for us to bring our guest in. I also should say, by the way, having money definitely is great, but really I would say if you have somebody in your life that makes you happy, that's very important. Like having best friends who you know would take a bullet for you. I'm very lucky. I have very few best friends. You can count them on one hand. But these guys and girls, like it's the comfort of being able to be yourself. And to have those best friends, you need to have done some very cringeworthy shit in your life as you're growing up, right? You know, like when you thought having weird hair was cool or you went through an emo phase, the friends you went through that shit with, or the friends that you lied to and you're like, yeah, I've slept with 10 girls. And you didn't even know that sex was what sex is. You thought sex was like blowing kisses or what. Those people that you had those experiences with, those are your friends. Like if those are family, you know? And if you can find yourself a woman or a man, if you're straight or you're gay or you're anything in between, that you can love and loves you back unconditionally, let me tell you, that is why they say money doesn't buy happiness, because money doesn't buy those. But if you have those, adding money on top of it with imagination, I think is the ultimate goal in life. As far as I'm concerned, I think that's when you can do everything. Because if you have money and your friends are in trouble, you can help out. You know what I'm saying? If you see poor people on the streets, you can help out. I saw a very funny meme the other day. It's on my phone, so I can't do it. Everyone on Instagram, I gotta turn off the live so I can find this on my phone. Jump off to Facebook and Twitch, YouTube. See you there. I sent it to George the other day, and before I call Rudy, I just want to read this to you. I thought it was really funny. It was about Bill Gates, okay? And that's a guy who does an incredible job with his money, right? Like he's a humanitarian through and through, and he's just absolutely amazing. And this made me laugh. So until I find it, here it is. Imagine being Bill Gates. I have it right here. I'm going to read it to you. This was posted on Reddit. It's really funny. So yeah, once again, like my friend George, Michael, my sister Maria, you see him in the comment section here all the time. That's my family. My girlfriend, Vanessa. Dude, I've known this girl for we've been dating now just over a year, and it feels like, do you know when you connect with someone and you feel like that person you've known your entire life? That's special, man. Money can't buy that. It can't. Trust me. When I first met Vanessa, I was like, I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. And she was like, go fuck yourself, motherfucker. So then I was like, okay, fine. I guess I'll date you and charm you. If you can't be bought, goddammit. Plus, I didn't have enough money. I'm not rich. Okay. Imagine being Bill Gates right now. You spend 30 years of your life and $50 billion of your own dollars supporting humanitarian causes. This is true. You directly save hundreds of thousands of lives in Southeast Asia by providing anti-malaria netting to half of a continent. You drop infant mortality rates throughout the entire developing world by funding vaccine programs, including vaccinating 40 million children for polio. And amongst a plethora of philanthropic endeavors, you fund free educational platforms like the Khan Academy so people can have free access to high quality education. This is all true. Bill Gates did this. Then, after donating half of your wealth to charity and pledging 90% of the remainder to charity in your will, arguably doing more to better life on earth for humanity than any other human being to ever live, you hop on the internet only to find a million scientifically illiterate fucking imbeciles that are using the very computers you pretty much invented in the first place to call you a child-murdering arch-villain antichrist because they watched a YouTube video made by some other yokel with the comprehension of a fucking potato. I swear to God, sometimes I look at the shit people post online and I'm like, man, if I was Bill Gates, I'd be like, you know what? Fuck all y'all. But that's not Bill Gates, dude. Right here in America, there's this huge anti-Bill Gates sentiment because he's trying to rush, he's funding a vaccine. He wants there to be a vaccine so people are immune to the coronavirus. Ridiculous. Anyways, let's call our guest today, Rudy Ayub, who many of you know. And for those of you who don't know, after today's interview, go on YouTube, subscribe to his channel, and have yourself a damn good time. He's one of the funniest dudes on the internet. He's a Lebanese man, so I like him already personally. Great to have discovered him. When I became a fan of him, I was like, that guy looks Lebanese. He talks Lebanese. He says bro all the time. His name is Lebanese. It's got to be one of my people. Go and check him out. The funniest shit online, and he's an incredible, incredible guitarist. If you guys think I play nice guitar on this show, I daddle. This guy's a legitimate guitarist. Let's bring him in onto the show right now. Rudy Ayub, calling him up.
Hi.
Help. Rudy, how's it going?
I didn't say a joke yet, bro. You have to chill.
You just came out with. I put too much pressure on you, didn't I?
I was thinking, what if I don't answer and I just make you feel bad? Like you lied about me.
Do your million-mile stare into the camera for the entire interview. Just keep looking at the camera. Rudy Ayub, welcome to the show, man. Thanks for joining us. You are my neighbor, both in hometown and in current town. We're both in Los Angeles. Am I correct?
That is 100% true.
Let's start off with the obvious question. How is it going here right now in LA? In LA, coronavirus wise, how are you doing?
Bro, like it's kind of like it's stupid how they're kind of opening up. Like more than essential businesses, because
it is.
If we're just gonna keep walking around, like the masks that are so now we have to wear masks when we go out, right? Which is good.
Great.
That's good.
Yeah.
But some people are not doing it
no,
still. And
they're not.
Yeah. And this is not going to be a thing. I feel like this is just going to keep escalating. We're going to go back to phase 0, and we're going to be enforced. Like it's going to be a month lockdown.
Doesn't it piss you off? It pisses me. Like I look out my door and I see people with no masks walking around. I'm like, you motherfuckers, just wear the fucking mask. It's the most. I can't think of a lesser requirement to ask a human being to do than just put a fucking piece of cloth over your mouth when you walk around. It's such an easy thing. How disappointing is the human race right now?
You know what's worse? I was in line at the store. I wanted to buy something.
Okay. And
the woman behind me, she was 6 feet away, which is fine. But then she started coughing twice. And I was like, Habibi, what? Please, why am I here? Why is she here, bro? Like, if you're coughing, don't go out, please.
Did she do the dab thing at least?
I heard it, but I didn't look back. I was like, okay, this is not happening.
I don't want to fucking interface with the germs.
I was just like,
Jesus
Excuse
Christ.
me. But yeah.
I would like to say that before we continue, you're the first guest we've had on this show that has a professional setup. Like, you're coming to us with a boom mic. Both of our microphones right now, I mean, look at us with big boom
What
mics.
mic is that?
I have this is a Rode NTG3.
Ah, okay.
What's your mic? It's like we're comparing dick sizes right now. What mic do you got, bro?
Bro, Habibi, my mic is about 8 inches long. Better than yours, okay?
Actually, I think both of our mics are the same length. Mm-hmm. I really do.
But one pulls ahead in quality more than the other, so.
That's true. But at the end of the day, is it quality that you want? You know what I'm saying? Or sometimes people want fast food. Sometimes people want gourmet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's all that. Anyways, this is the weirdest conversation. The comment section is enjoying it quite a bit. So Rudy, you are a internet icon. You've crossed over. You came to America in 2015, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes.
And you not only came to America, you then started a YouTube channel, and you now have I know from being a fan of your channel and watching your videos and seeing who interacts on your channel in the comment, you have way more fans that are not Arab. Way more than are Arab. So you've been the first truly successful artist to cross over culturally to America from the Middle East. You're the first. You realize that?
Yeah. Now that you put it this way, yes.
Like, I tried. I haven't gone there yet. You are more famous than me to Americans than I am to Americans. So first of all, fuck you. Second of all, how does it feel?
Bro, it's not something that was like planned. I think it stemmed from the fact, like, this is the first time I'm streaming. So like, how many? Like, there's 100 people watching, but they're mostly Lebanese.
Yeah, on YouTube.
Most of my streams are mostly, like you said, people from the US, and like whatever. But I think I'm scared of Lebanese people. I just want to get away from them and just entertain a different audience, because they scare me, bro. They're judgmental. Dude,
they've been busting your balls. So the Americans that we have in the stream, because you're on YouTube, but we're also on Facebook and on Twitch and on Twitter. So we got Americans coming in and the Americans are just like, hey, Rudy. Oh, cool, Rudy Ayub. And then the Lebanese people are like, look at the fucking camera. So this is Samer Risha. Look at the camera, ya zalami.
Habibi, you want to see my setup? It's very hard. I'm looking at 4 different screens right now, okay? Also, why am I orange on your stream, bro? You want to fix that, or?
You look good.
What?
Yeah.
It's orange.
I can fix your settings. Hold on. You know what it is?
Hold on.
It's because I forgot to look at that. I mean, I made you look cheaper now. Before it looked like I had the gamma up. I was trying to make you look sexier, but I guess you don't want that.
From my camera right here, it looks good.
Yes.
Color temperature is great.
Okay.
I'm running 60 frames, 1080. But then I look at the stream and it looks like...
Okay, so you're going to come on my stream. That's how it is right now. You're going to come on my stream with your boom mic.
Judge it.
And judge my stream. Fine, brother. How about that?
You're talking to someone who is internationally famous.
Oh, yes. You motherfucker.
Show respect.
Okay, I got you. How does that look? Are you happy with the look now? I've done some color grading for you. You're the most Lebanese man ever. That you come on somebody else's stream and you're like, I don't like how I look right now. I'd like you to retouch my face a bit.
Fix it.
Fix it.
It kind of looks the same. Listen, it looks good. Looks good.
You're so full of shit. I brought the saturation down. I pulled the color temperature to make it colder. I increased the gamma. I'm putting some high-end shit right here on your thing. You know what I'm saying?
It's okay. I think it's just because I'm using.
There, look. I increased the brightness right now. I don't know if that makes you happier.
Okay. This makes it look a bit less orange, which is good, but...
Doesn't even look remotely orange. You need a new screen. Are you on a Windows computer?
I have my monitor camera. It's perfect, but then in the stream, it's a different color temperature.
Oh, I see.
So
Okay, I see. Okay, it's just the stream. Okay, fine.
Yeah, it's the stream. It's on your end. Okay, so maybe get that fixed next time before you start a stream. With someone who is internationally famous.
I'm sorry. I apologize, great Ayoub. Rudy, the word bro. has become your catchphrase. Okay, so you say bro constantly. You've spread the word, the usage of the word bro to people all across the world. Was that intentional, or is it? Be honest. Do you actually say bro a lot, or is it something you kind of coined and ran with?
I kind of do say bro a lot. Interesting story. Okay. In Lebanon, people say bro, right? Which is like bro, whatever. But when I moved here, I didn't use it that much. I didn't, because when you're not speaking Arabic, you don't use the same approach. You say dude, or like you just don't say it.
Yep.
But one time, I sell pizza, so I was serving a customer, and he was Armenian. There's a lot of Armenians in this area.
Yeah.
And he said bro. That was a while back when I first moved here. And when he said bro, it triggered me again. Like I got neurologically triggered. I was like, and bro was back in, like the next day I was filming a YouTube video and I was like, bro. And it just became the thing I can't shake off.
It became a part of you again.
Yeah.
It's a cool word to say. I love saying bro. Like when I message people, I'm talking to American comics and I'm like, hey bro, you want to do my podcast? It feels weird for me to be like, hey Jason, or like
it seems condescending.
It does, right? Once you use bro, imagine when I text you, imagine I was like, hey Rudy. It's just like, the fuck did I do to you? So
yeah, like
what? But I must admit, when I was texting you and I was like, hey bro, every time I write bro, I'm actually making a conscious note in my mind. I'm like, is he gonna think this bro is genuine, or is he thinking I'm making fun of him? Because you swung it to the other side. So I hope you know it was genuine.
Of course.
Okay,
of course.
Naturally. Rudy, you make funny videos online, very funny videos online. And I love them. And what's your process like? Like, what is it? Are you like writing down ideas, or do you kind of wing it? Like, for people who are fans of your channel who maybe are inspired, want to do stuff like you do, tell us a bit about your creative process.
Basically, I just think of a situation that is unfunny. And I'm like, how can I make this even unfunnier that it's funny? And has it happened to me before? And the answer is usually no. And people think this is relatable. They're like, oh, bro, that happens to me all the time. Like, I've never played a show in my life. I make all these videos about playing shows. I've never played a show. Like, I don't. But it's just, I fabricate these situations.
What about the videos where you're like, when a jazz guitarist meets up with a rock guitarist, or like a metal guitarist?
I'm not a rock guitarist. I'm not a jazz guitarist.
Okay.
And it's just, I'm just judging them from a distance.
That is too
People
good.
Get triggered. People think it's funny. It's like, whatever, bro. I just threw it. You know the bomb that we used to play with, the chocolat? You just throw it.
Yes.
And you let the kene in the corner to deal with it, right? And you just run away.
You're so fucked up.
So basically, yeah, when the video is out, it's like that bomb keeps blowing up every time someone clicks on it. Okay. And it might hurt them and it might not hurt them.
What's your favorite? What's been your favorite video that you made? Like, what's the video that you're like, this is it. This video makes me so happy. Is there one you can choose?
There's many, but it's not like that, because some of them have more editing and some of them have less, and it depends on which ones I enjoy watching. Like, it depends on the situation of the video itself.
Okay.
So I have to put them all side by side, and I have a bunch. I have like over 150 just skits. So it's kind of stupid. I can't do a top 3 now.
One of my personal favorites, one that I really enjoyed, was the when you see Tosin Abasi for the first time.
Bro, yeah.
When you walk out, you just, because your entire
right.
It's the joke. So as a comedian, from the perspective of a comic looking at a joke unfurl, what I love the most about that bit, you're not doing anything to make the joke funny. You're literally expressionless from the moment the bit begins until you throw yourself in front of a moving vehicle to kill yourself. There's no expression. That's just such a perfectly written joke. You're looking at the screen. You see Tosin Abasi playing guitar for the first time. You turn off the video. You get up. You walk out. Same energy, same vibe. Walk into the street, get hit by a car, and the thing ends.
That's it.
That is, for me, if I had to choose one video that I love the most, especially as a fan of Tosin Abasi, and I have been in this situation where you see him playing and it makes you depressed because you're just like, there's so much distance between me and this capability right here. So I really love that one. How long have you been playing guitar for?
Maybe I started when I was 12. Maybe like 13 years, but not practicing every day and like every month. It was just like I learned the basics and I played 10 years with these basics, learned songs and stuff. It wasn't like, oh, I have to get better. But now when I moved here, like maybe up until a year ago, I was like, well, bro, I really have to like be better.
Yeah, there's attention on you now. There's like people watching.
Yeah, like, oh, you make all these comedy videos about guitar, you don't even play guitar? What?
I like how you, when you're criticizing yourself, you use a Lebanese accent.
This is how I read them. Like, you are unfunny. Please get off YouTube. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not
Holy shit. Did you ever think Smoke on the Water was a really great song to play?
I mean, when I was a beginner, yeah, I learned the guitar solo and I was like, okay. But now it's just like it's a meme. For those who may not for those who might not know, one of Rudy Ayub's classic tropes in his video is to bait and switch and play the riff from Smoke on the Water. Da, 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 da. It'll often be a punchline in and of itself, which became a fucking thing. You collaborate with a lot of YouTubers, some very professional audio engineers online. You do videos together. Does it mean a lot to you that these people respect? It's clear they very much respect you, not only as a comic, but as a musician. How does that make you feel? It makes me feel like an imposter because I am. Like I just infiltrated basically the guitar world on YouTube. Being an average guitarist, you know, and maybe even got more subs and attention than people who deserve it and that have value. I mean, it depends how you define value, but some people have like educational value that I envy because I can't provide the same.
But you have a lot of value. First of all, you're not an average guitarist, just so that we can be very... If you're an average guitarist, then it makes me look really bad. So for the sake of my own ego, I'm going to say you're an amazing guitarist.
I am Steve Vai.
You are the Steve Vai. You honestly do. When I see you playing, for me, it's like you are Steve Vai. But at the same time, you're very entertaining. So you do deserve the attention that you get and the love that you get online. I don't see you as an imposter at all. It's interesting you feel that way.
It's because back then when I was young, to get the attention of these people I had to be as good as them. But now I don't feel like I'm as good as them, but they give me attention. They're like, oh, bro, I would love to collaborate. I'm like, okay, why? Like, what am I giving you? They're like, oh, bro, like, let's make a funny skit. I'm like, my skits aren't funny. What are you talking about? It's just, you know, everyone is insecure about their stuff. It's just...
Always. That's always the case.
It is what it is.
All good artists are insecure about their stuff.
But I mean, if you're insecure about your comedy, you're right. You know, it's garbage. Like your stand-up shows. I'm sorry, you have to get better, bro. That's why you get on podcasts with better comedians. I support. I
have no choice. Look, as long as you know your place, Rudy. I know my place. You know, I'm an average comic at best. Right? Yeah. Even more to mediocre. But then I have the capabilities of getting you to get on my channel. So do I need to be better? I don't think so.
You know, I can offer lessons too, you know. Like, don't spit your water. Hold on. See, like, I haven't spit my water once, and it's like...
You're drinking from a jar? Wow.
It's amazing. You live in LA and you've never drank from a
jar?
Mason jar.
I have, actually. Yeah. I have to admit I have. But I have a Mega Man cup, so that's, you know, my fandom.
Mega boy.
My fandom for Mega Man. You respect yourself on this podcast. Okay.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I forgive you, Rudy. Rudy, how would you rate... Do you miss Lebanon?
Up until like a year ago, I was like, this is a haram country. I'm never going back. But then... Once I stepped away from that vibe and started developing, you know, whatever jokes and stuff, whenever I talk to my friends there, I'm like, wait, hold on, I kind of miss that the type of jokes that we have, you can't have that here. It's not just with my friends. Like, okay, with Lebanese people mostly, there's like just words that you can throw and they're funny in situations. You can't do that here. But I'm like, wait, hold on. Like, that vibe is kind of cool. We would be nice to go back, just hang out for a week and come back, you know? But I didn't have that for a good 4 years. I was like, no, I'm never going back.
Really? Have you been back since you moved out here, or has it been?
No. I was planning to this summer or like next year, but now it's
that's for obvious reasons. Not an
obvious reason. Oh, because I don't have money to pay for tickets. You're right.
No, I didn't mean that. I meant the coronavirus.
Oh yeah. Oh, that too. You're right, bro. See, I'm making you laugh, bro.
Dude, why are you surprised? You're a very funny guy. Why do you think I wanted you on the Very Funny podcast? That's the whole point, was to bring you out here. All right, so you haven't been back since 2015, so you've missed Jesus. There's been a lot that's happened since then in the country.
Jesus appeared in Lebanon.
He swung by. He came down. He was like, "I'm going to teach you how to make water into wine," but nobody was really paying attention, so we're still caught in the olden times.
So he left and made a YouTube channel called Water into Wine Vlog.
Could you imagine if Jesus was here today and he had to be a YouTube creator to get people's attention? Like, hey guys, how's it going? Jesus here. All right, so
there's a hole in my hand. Believe me.
No! Oh my God! Oh Jesus Christ!
No, yeah.
Yeah, I'd be sure. Anyways,
we don't mean to offend anyone.
What's that?
We don't mean to offend anyone.
No, of course not. This is the Very Funny podcast. These are jokes. If this stuff offends you, this isn't, I'm a comedian. I'm not a comedian. I'm a clown. Rudy's a comedian. You don't belong here. That's basically it. But that was really funny, man. That was... Oh, goodness. Do you ever think that you're ever going to be doing concerts?
Well, before I had the channel here in like 2015, I joined a Megadeth cover band. I like Megadeth. I like playing their solos.
Yes, sir.
So we played 2 or 3 shows, I think.
Really?
Yeah, here in LA.
Okay.
And because of creative differences.
They were dicks.
I mean, I wouldn't say dicks. I just didn't want to play a certain show. And they were like, okay, you're out. And I was like, okay, fine.
Wow, was that a mistake for them?
I mean, you can find, if you're just doing a Megadeth cover band, a lot of people can play Megadeth.
Yeah, but I mean, you guys could have evolved to be playing your own shit, like to make it. Do you ever think you're ever going to do concerts that are like somewhat really great music paired with maybe just like some fun stuff? Funny, like if you take a band like, do you ever see yourself doing a Steel Panther-esque kind of thing?
Yeah, with less sexist jokes, because I can't. It's not embedded within me like them.
Okay, that's fair enough. Their jokes are ridiculous. Is that a goal of yours? Do you think you're going to put a band together or something? I think I'm asking on behalf of the internet right now.
I'm sorry. Keanu Reeves says in the chat, "Why Rudy looking Trump orange, bro?" So you thought it was my eyes?
There's no orange. I'm looking at it right now. You don't look. Okay, you know what? Okay, just for all of this, here's what's going to happen to you, Rudy. I'm gonna. Right now, I made you so cold, color temperature wise, and
Game of Thrones,
and now you're black and white. That's what we're gonna do for the rest of this interview. No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna bring back the color.
Now it's magenta, bro. I don't know what you're doing.
I put it in black and white. What are you talking about, magenta?
It is black and white. Oh, I look so cool, actually.
You do. It looks very vintage. But I brought the color back, dude. There's no orange. I don't know where you're getting the orange from.
From my eyes. From Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves is Peter Dahad asks, what's that in his hand that he is playing with? It's a pick.
It's a guitar pick, bro. What else would it be?
It's a guitar pick. There you go.
I have to play the part of being. Look, guitar's behind me. I put the camera there so I look fancy.
Yeah, there was.
I have an expensive
there was
camera.
something else before there.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that. We're not gonna.
Actually, we do. It's just a cat tree.
It was a cat tree. Yeah, cats are actually really great. So Do you? I know you swung, and I swung that question at you, asking on behalf of the internet, and you dodged it by saying Keanu Reeves is saying why I'm orange. So I'm not going to let you get away. Can we expect? Is it a goal of yours to put together a bunch of band members and to actually make music history? Put together a band, and if it is it going to be a serious band or a funny band?
Well, I have 2 EPs that I wrote and released that I'm not quite pleased with. Like, it's not something I would play online. Not something I would play live. But I feel like if I do have a release that is kind of more in tune with the music that I want to play live, I would. And if I have like 3 or 4 guys or girls to play with, or you know,
very progressive.
We don't know.
Yeah, we don't. No judgment here. This is a gender neutral show, and I'm very proud that you joined.
Computer too. Like, I don't care.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, I would incorporate comedy because I think, I mean, Devin Townsend, is that his name? He's funny. He's a funny man on stage.
I didn't know that.
Kind of is lacking within the metal community. Everyone takes themselves so seriously.
True. Like,
we write chugs and yell. Okay, chill. Don't.
We write chugs and yell. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to write music, and when you write the music that you feel this is the music you want to play live, you'll then probably find band members to kind of work around that genre and those kind of tunes that you've written. Is that?
Yeah. I have like one friend here who plays guitar. I actually met him at the gym, and he was like, "Oh, Rudy Ayub," and I was like, "Yes," and we became friends.
What a beautiful story. That was yeah,
I think I'm gonna write a book.
That was, I swear to God, Hallmark. I could see it right there. It was just like, join the incredible story of friendship, love this summer. Okay, so you became friends, and you just need a drummer. Do you need a bassist? The question right now: are bass guitarists essential?
But yeah, do you play bass?
No.
Thank God, because that would have been awkward. I don't want you in my band. But yeah, bass is in the genre that I want to write. Bass is kind of important. Yes.
No, I was asking from a joking perspective because, you know, the running joke is always like the bassist is unessential and stuff. Do you believe in that, or do you believe bassist?
We will beat him up every day. Don't worry. We will give him a good lesson.
You're gonna bust his balls. Okay, I get you.
Yes. Let's not use very specific terminology, okay? This is PG-13.
Oh my goodness. Rudy, is it true that you're a vegan?
Yes.
How long has that been going on?
About 2 years. My girlfriend at the time, she's now my wife.
Now your wife.
She said,
الله يخليكم لبعض نفرح منكم ان شاء الله بالشهاده الكبيره.
حبيبي.
الله يبعد الضربات مهم حديد. Yes, please continue.
نفرح منكم.
Yes, of course.
May we be happy from you.
From both of you.
Yeah. Anyway, she was like, I think I'm gonna go vegan, and I ate meat every day. I ate eggs and shit, and I was like, no.
I think I'm gonna go vegan, and I was like, no.
That's not happening. And then we went on YouTube and we just looked up some vegan recipes and stuff, and I saw it was all veggies, green stuff, fruit. I love fruit. I was like, you know what, this looks really good. Like, if I can get enough protein and all that stuff, that would be fun. So we're vegan now. I mean, I'm vegan. She kind of eats cheese sometimes.
Holy shit, wait, so she said I want to go vegan. She started this, and now she's not 100% vegan, and you are?
It's because she ate cheese before. I didn't eat cheese before. I hated cheese. I only ate meat.
Wait a sec, you hate cheese?
I hate cheese. Cheese is...
I had 2 pizzas for breakfast. I just want to put that out there. You hate cheese. You don't like... You serve pizza. You give people pizza. How do you not like cheese?
It's because I don't like it. Is there something you don't eat?
Nothing I can... Bamie. Not a fan of bamie.
Why not?
The texture.
The texture.
Yeah.
The smell too?
No, the smell's not bad. If I smell it, I'm like, kind of smells like lubia. But once it's in my mouth, I'm like, why does it feel like I'm eating a hairy...
Isn't it confusing? Lubia and bamia? I confuse them.
I confuse them all the motherfucking time. I do, but then when it's in my mouth, I'm like, nah, I know what this is.
Bamia.
Slimy. Bamia is slimy and hairy. Lubia is more closer to God.
Yes. Have you ever tasted God?
Yes. Every
Must have
Sunday,
been.
the body of Christ is offered in Holy Communion.
But not right now because of the quarantine.
I actually
If you're
saw.
going-
I actually saw a picture of a priest with a squirt gun. I'm not even making this shit up. And he was spraying holy water on a drive-through. People were coming in to get to get sprayed with holy water in a drive-through, like in your car. And he's squirting people and he's throwing bread at them. And that's not even.
You
a
know
joke.
what? You know what? That's no judgment, man. People could do whatever they want.
I mean,
But this sounds like the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life.
is it though? Is it the dumbest shit, or is he being very entrepreneurial, keeping that money coming in? You know what I'm saying? He's got the people driving in.
I appreciate the hustle, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
you know, he's a hustler. He's ride or die. This
you
is
have to
it.
keep Christ happy.
You got to keep Christ happy. You got to get that money coming through.
The CEO of church.
Oh my
I have
goodness.
to talk to HR, and then
H-
the angels come
to
in. And they're
HR,
like,
the angels, the disciples are the HR department. They're like, we've gotten a
They're
few,
like,
we've gotten a few
absolutely.
complaints about you, Rudy. We heard you made a joke on a show about holes in the hands, and we're just thinking that we're thinking of letting you go. How would you react if God let you go from His organization?
so wait, I'm working in the church.
I mean, let's say that you. I don't want to get into faith because I don't believe I should ever ask anybody that. So let's go into in a fully joking manner. Let's say, from a joke perspective, there is a God. It's confirmed. You are on God's earth, and therefore, ipso facto, you are part of the God organization. But then one day, God comes and says, "Look, I know I made you, but I just, it's too much. I'm just gonna let you go. I wish you best of luck, and I hope you find other things." How would you feel? He gives you a recommendation. He does give you a recommendation letter.
To like other gods.
I mean, yeah, maybe you go for Krishna or something else.
Yeah. I mean, if it's a good recommendation, if I'm really into faith, like if I'm all the way in, I'll be sad. But if not, I'll try to find another outlet. You know.
Mm-hmm. Do you think
I'll
you'd
be
ever?
like-
Do you think you'd ever worship the guitar?
See, I don't see why not. Because
8-string, 7-string, or 6-string? Which one is God?
define God.
You define it. It's your God. I'm asking you. For you, which would be God if you had a guitar God? Would the 8-string be the guitar?
Seven.
7 is the guitar God.
7,
Okay.
no doubt.
No doubt. What makes the 7-string guitar God? This is the greatest conversation I've ever had on the show. What makes the 7-string guitar God superior to the 8 and 6-string guitar God?
Divide 7 by 2.
3.5.
Okay, there you go.
Incredible. I'm shook.
No,
Right
no, no,
now.
listen to me. If you have 7 people in front of you,
Yes, sir.
you kill 3 of them. How many do you still have?
You have 4.
Okay. You see where I'm getting at?
I see exactly where you're getting at. This is
You can't
incredible.
kill a number and then have the same number. You can't kill the exact number and,
And then
have that
have the same.
exact
So
number.
basically, you're saying 7 strings because if Thanos was ever a real being, there would be no way that Thanos could have control, making the 8-string and the 4-string guitar and the 6-string guitar gods under the strength of Thanos. And you can't be a god if there's a being that threatens you, whereas the 7-string guitar god cannot be touched by Thanos, and that is why you chose him as your god.
100%. You have to have the yin and yang, bro.
That's
So if
incredible.
you have three good strings, 3 bad strings, that deletes itself.
That's true.
But if you have 4 strings on one end and 3 strings
the
on the other end,
And that, in a way, is
Right.
God, because then you have the eternal struggle between good and evil. There's always going to be one string that hangs in the balance, and how it sways. And maybe that string is the human race. You know, maybe
That
it's 3
string
and
is-
3, and the human race is that 4th, string that, depending on how its spirit is going in general,
you can't have light without darkness.
incredible.
And that one string can be light or darkness depending on how you're playing it.
Incredible.
It could be the highest string from the. It could be the highest string. It could be the lowest string. It could be the middle string. Whatever. You don't like to be normal. You don't like to be average. That's the
Incredible.
middle string.
What
That's your
would,
darkness.
What would the priests be called? Would they be called priests, or would they be known by, like, would there be different orders based on scales? Like, would you have the pentatonic order who, like, let's say they do, how you have 2 Easters here, so pentatonic would have, 2 like main riffs, but they would disagree
all-
with like a different scale. How would you envision this 7-string religion?
It's not a religion. It's life. It's all contingency.
I see.
Wherever you're just walking around, you end up on these frets. And they play the notes of your life. They play the melody of your life. You don't know what the melody is. You don't know what frets you're walking on.
Okay.
But once you pass them, you hear the notes. You're like, okay, that was a sour note. That was a very consonant note. And then by the end of your life, you have a whole ass symphony.
And if it sounds good, you go to heaven. If it sounds like ass, you go to hell.
I think, yes.
Okay.
You go to hell.
Let me tell you something, Rudy. Today, I did not expect this conversation to be this deep, to be honest.
Let's shallow it up.
I didn't know. No, quite the contrary.
You like Instagram?
Quite the contrary. Why aren't you on Twitter, by the way?
I deleted my account.
What reasoning?
I didn't get a lot of likes on my tweets, which were clearly very funny. And I was pissed. I was like, you know what? I don't need this.
So you deleted it out of spite. Fantastic. That's incredible.
Like, if my followers can't appreciate my jokes,
fuck them.
Fuck them. No one can.
No one will get my
tweets.
Gets. So I went on Twitter to find you, to tag you in the tweet, because I put out, every time we go live, a tweet goes out. I put Rudy Ayub. There are so many fucking tweets with your name in them. People referencing your videos. You may want to take another look at Twitter. Just FYI.
Do you want me to rebuild my Twitter?
I hate Twitter. I think Twitter is the worst fucking thing on the internet. I can't stand it. I despise it. I'm just saying, if it's important to you, you might actually have the attention you seek over there. But it's the cancer of the internet as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
I can't stand it. Facebook is the old person. Twitter is cancer. And Instagram is the annoying young influencer piece of shit. And that's how I kind of see the internet. That's why for everybody watching, there's a WhatsApp number I just pushed up on the screen. Add me on WhatsApp. That's what I'm doing. I now tell people to add me on WhatsApp, and I've developed that into my own social. So I just talk to people there. That's just how I like it.
But you just get a bunch of messages that you can't block.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. If somebody's being annoying, you can block them, right? So you still have the same. What's that?
They would know.
So who cares? They would know if I blocked somebody on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, they'd know too.
You are right.
And instead of having, so I used to go on, my whole quality of life was a disaster. I'd go on Facebook, then YouTube, then Instagram, then Twitter, and reply to all these DMs. It would take me hours every day. I'd get lost, lose track. And then I was like, you know what? Add me on WhatsApp if you guys want to talk to me. And then it's all in one place. It's on your phone, so you don't have to be in front of a computer or shit. You can just go in and type out your replies, send voice notes really quick to people, put people into groups and everything. I'm just telling you, man. You may want to consider it instead of Twitter.
That is genius. Good job.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Coming from I've seen an actual funny guy. That means a lot.
Please call me Rudy. Okay, like I know. Don't worry about it, bro.
Appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. You're very kind. You're very kind to me.
I try my best. Yes.
Rudy, before I let you go, we ask every guest here a series of 2 or 3 very fast rapid fire questions, as we call them. So I'm going to go ahead and add a new one for you today. Actually, So you actually answered one. I think 7-string guitars are your favorite guitar, is what I'm going to take from this conversation. Okay. Here is my 3 questions for you. First, what's your favorite song if you had to choose one?
Bro, no. I can't choose one.
You have to. There's a gun to your head.
If there's a gun to my head, I would be like, shoot me, bro, and don't make me make this decision.
Powerful. Yeah. Okay. Second question, favorite book?
It's tough. I haven't read a lot this past year. But maybe 1984.
1984. That's a good choice.
Because it is a life biography. Of life in itself.
Very powerful.
It's basically 2020.
Actually, that's a good point. That's a very good point. Jesus Christ. If when all is said and done, many, many, many years from now, what would you want your legacy to be?
I just want to be the guy who someone, if they see me, they're like, okay, this guy made me laugh this one time, or he made darker times brighter. That's it. All right, nothing more, nothing less. Not like, oh, this is the 035 guy. Oh, this is a very good guitarist. No, man. It's all about give and take, you know.
035. You should have said "Smoke on the Water" when I asked you what your favorite song was. That actually probably the best.
Listen, bro. This is all a setup for a way bigger issue here, a way bigger joke that no one's gonna see coming.
Which is?
Gee, I'm just gonna tell it to
I
you.
thought I could trick you into it. You said nobody's gonna see it coming. I was gonna see if we could see it coming by you telling us. You can't blame me for trying,
You
Rudy.
look smarter than you are, Habibi. Okay.
You can't blame me for you can't blame me for trying, Rudy Ayub.
Okay.
All right, my man. Dude, when all of this is said and done, there's a barbecue. You and your wife, I hope you will join us. In your honor, we will do a great barbecue. And we can actually meet in the flesh here. Bring your gym friend with you as well. We'd love to meet him.
Okay.
And dude, I hope you stay safe. And in all seriousness, man, thanks for hanging out with me and everybody here on the podcast. It was so fucking great having you, man. God bless you, your family. Stay safe.
You too, bro. Thank you.
Take care, bro. Bye-bye.
You have to click disconnect because I don't know where to click now.
No, don't worry. I got this. This is where I go. Rudy Ayub, ladies and gentlemen. Then I hit the thing. It comes off really professional. Rudy Ayub, ladies and gentlemen, joining us today. I hope you guys enjoyed that interview with the orange Rudy Ayub. That was really dope. I love that kid. Such a good guy. Habibna plus bro equals Habib Brody. Great to meet you, Rudy. Rudy, it was amazing having you, bro. God bless y'all. Yalla, bye-bye. Bro, bye, bro. Okay, bro. Yalla, bye, bro. Man. All right. Fantastic, dude. What a great man. What an awesome, awesome guest to have on the podcast. That was a lot of fun, man. He was really cool. Before the next segment, I really want to go ahead and say I'm having so much fun on this show. We get such cool guests. And it was really, really dope to hang out with a fellow Lebanese guy who just basically started something online and didn't really know where it was going to end up. And now he's like, you know, an influence on so many people. Very cool. Rudy, much love back at you, brother, right there in the comment section. Of course, guys, that's his name right there. So go ahead and command click or alt click on his name so it opens up his channel page, Rudy Ayub, and go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm 100% sure his channel name is going to be Rudy Ayub, but I just want to make sure that that's it. So just go to YouTube, youtube.com/Rudy Ayub. Just making sure that the link is correct. Yes, it is. I'm going to go ahead and throw it into the thing. Did you just invite a vegan to a barbecue? Yes, because I actually have several friends who are vegan. And I have barbecues, and I make food for them all the time. Barbecued food on vegan food on a barbecue actually tastes really, really delicious. But of course, we clean over the grill where the meat is and everything. So don't worry, I'm not trying to bully this guy into not being a vegan. That's not how it's going to be. Guys, it's time for us to open up the phone lines and take your calls. So let's go to Reddit right now and find our question of the day that we're going to be giving out to you guys to answer. So let's go to Ask Reddit on reddit.com. What is something... there's several very good questions in here. Let's see what we got here. What was the biggest misconception that you had as a child? That's our question of the day. What was the biggest misconception, or basically the biggest lie that you believed was true that you knew as a child? Think hard. When you were a kid, what was something that now you look back and you're like, oh, the cringe. What did you believe was true and turned out to be completely false? What was the biggest misconception you ever had as a child? If I were to think and ponder upon my childhood, I think the biggest misconception that I had, I've said this before on the show, was I didn't know that you needed to sleep. There's another, actually, I never mentioned that on the show. What I have mentioned on the show is I didn't know that commercials were pre-filmed. I thought that they were acting out the commercial every time live, and sometimes I would look at the screen and be like, they messed up. It was a commercial. Nobody messed up. It was the same. But another one that I didn't know you needed sleep. And this went on till I was about 17. I thought sleep was something that we decided to do as a human race. I didn't understand the biological reason for sleep. And I thought that, basically you're just sleeping because you're sleeping. And it's a question of willpower. You just stay awake. You don't have to sleep and you'll be fine. Like maybe you need to sleep once every month or so. But that would be it. So I actually put the theory to the test. And I used to work when I was 17, and I stayed awake all night, went to work the next day, and was just like, I feel tired, but I'm going to power through this. And I ended up getting very sick because I didn't sleep for 2 days straight like an idiot. So I then found out that you needed to sleep. So I think that was the biggest misconception I had as a kid. We're going to take phone calls right now. Give me a call. That's the number, +1 424 542 9902 on WhatsApp. If you guys haven't called the show before, make sure you text your name and where you live so that I can add you on the thing. Keanu Reeves, sleep is for the weak, bro, is completely correct. Our first caller today is a very esteemed guest, none other, all the way from Kuwait, than the one, the only, the Zakka, with us on the line. Zakka, how's it going, man?
Bro, I've grabbed the talent of being the stream sniper. Every time I call, I get in the first time.
Bro, you're like Carla Naka, but the man. You're like the male version of Carla.
Yeah, I've got it, bro. Khalas, I've got the algorithm down. Every time I call, I'm in. Easy clap.
It's incredible, dude. You're an absolute legend. Zakka, what is the biggest misconception you've had as a child?
Bro, I heard this question and I specifically thought that I need to call. Like, I have to tell you this. This is a story of how I was convinced that kids were made when I was a younger kid.
Okay, let's hear it.
So one of these days, younger Alex goes to his parents and he's like, yo, mom, dad, how are kids? Where did I come from? Can you give me an explanation? I would like to know where I came from.
Okay.
So my parents proceed to provide me with the best explanation you're ever going to hear.
Which was?
They say, my child, when two people love each other very much, they go to the balcony and they pray to God. And they say, God, we want to have a child. And then Jesus himself puts a child in mommy's tummy. And then 9 months later, you spawn. That's it.
Why the balcony? What was it about going on the
I don't know.
on the
like,
balcony?
It's the balcony because you have a direct connection, you know? Like a straight line straight to God in heaven, you know what I mean?
For the irsan, like for the reception, you go on the balcony. Yeah. There's a connection straight with God. There are no obstructions. That was your parents.
Oh, we live in the Arabic world, man. If you're inside the house,
How old were you when you found out that is not how children are made?
Probably 11 to 13. I can't really remember, but around that range, I would say.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it was a surprise.
I mean, yeah, Jesus. I can imagine that was a surprise. God damn.
Yeah.
Well, dude, thanks for the call, man. Yeah, shoot.
Before I bounce, I just want to say one thing.
Shoot.
The guy that you had on, Rudy.
Yeah.
Ayub, I love his sarcasm. It was a blast because I love sarcastic people comedy-wise.
He's
so
awesome.
I had a blast.
Dude, if you aren't subscribed to his channel and watching his videos, you're missing out because his content is all like that. It's all excellent.
Bro, I'm gonna subscribe for sure.
Go and enjoy, brother. You got a lot of fun coming your way, my man. You take care of yourself, all right?
Yalla, man.
Bye-bye, Habib.
Cheers.
Take care. Bye. All right, everybody, give me a call. It's right there. The number is there, +1 424 293 9754. Rida calling us from Lebanon. How's it going, Rida?
Yo, what's up?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm doing good. You sound either incredibly depressed or incredibly high. Which one are we on right here?
I mean, I'm in Lebanon, so I'm not going to answer that one.
Gotcha.
But
Gotcha.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you. I understand exactly what you're going through. Rida, welcome to the show. I think this is the first time you called us.
Yeah. I mean, I tried a few times, but yeah, this is the first time I got through.
Well, welcome, brother. It's good to have you on the show, man.
Thanks for having me.
Tell me what's that?
No, never mind. Go ahead.
What was the biggest misconception you had as a child?
Oh yeah, so this is a good one. When I was 4 years old,
Mm-hmm.
I had to take swimming lessons. It was the first time I went swimming,
Mm-hmm.
and nobody told me you're not supposed to breathe underwater, and I thought that was physically possible. So
what happened?
I went underwater and I had to get CPR. Yeah, that was an interesting time in my life, honestly.
How old were you again?
I was 4.
I love that. I love that. That is such a weird thing because evolutionarily, you should know. Like once you're in the water, that putting an object in your mouth is an obstruction. Like you should have the reflex innate in you, but you basically skipped the evolutionary process. That's pretty impressive. I have to admit, that's pretty fucking impressive.
Yeah. No, it was hilarious because like my parents were telling me like, and I was just like, and
fair
like,
enough, dude.
Me,
fair enough.
It was such a crazy concept that you're supposed to know this, and everyone was acting like telling me I'm like stupid. I'm just like, come on, like nobody told me.
Nobody told me. How the fuck was I supposed to know? I'm with you 100% on this one. 100%.
Yeah.
I've done some stupid shit because nobody told. Dude, I'm just telling you, I never knew you had to sleep because nobody told me you had to sleep. It was just like go to sleep. So I was like, all right, I guess it's something we have to do. So no, I get you 100%, brother. All right, done. In that case, dude, thanks for calling. That was hysterical. That was really funny, man.
Yeah, I know. I like laughing at my life too.
Oh, good God, man. You take care of yourself, all right, brother. You stay hanging in there in Lebanon, all right?
Yeah. See ya.
See ya, man. Bye-bye. Give me a call, everybody. The number's right there. +1 424 542 9902. Of course, call me on WhatsApp, not normal phone call. That's the only way to get through on the show. Let's see what happened. Where's the thing? Well, we got Stacy calling us from New York City. What's up, Stacy?
Hi, Nemr.
How you doing, girl?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing good. We're very happy to have you here on the show. It's good to hear your voice. How are things in New York?
It's beautiful. I really enjoy the weather. The weather is just so nice. Just praying for this quarantine to be over and enjoy my life.
Yeah, aren't we all? I don't think it's going to be over anytime soon, but I'm hoping that people don't abuse the gradual reopening steps and we can continue to enjoy this thing, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
The comment section is losing their mind right now. They're very excited that you're on the phone.
Oh my God, Michael called me. He said, "Who learned
English
from the Kardashians?"
As you shall be forever known, you are Stacy, who has learned English from the Kardashians. Stacy, what is something that what was the biggest misconception you had growing up as a child?
Well, it was really funny when I was little. My mom would like send me to not a grocery store, but like a convenience store just to pick up, something. And she would give me some money and she would expect me to bring that, like, let's say,
the change,
like a loaf of bread and the change.
Okay.
And I didn't know that I was supposed to get change from a cashier. So when the cashier was trying to give me change, I was already walking away and I felt embarrassed to come back. So I was like, no, I don't need that. So the cashier thought that the 4-year-old tips her. But I just didn't know that I'm supposed to take change. I was just like forgetting it. And my mom was like, after a few times, my mom was like, why you don't bring change? And I didn't know how to count at that point. Mm-hmm. I was like, what is that? What is change? She's like, I gave you more than you needed. So I was like, oh really? Oh, that's what the cashier was trying to give back to me. And my mom was like, okay, I'm never sending you to a store anymore. And she never does. I'm 26 years old and she never really lets me go to a store by myself.
Keanu Reeves is like, true Kardashian move, Stace. Leaving the money, you're like, I don't need money. But in your defense, I mean, buying stuff is a complicated thing. Like as a kid, that's on your parents. Your parents should have definitely been like, so here's the money. They will give you money back. Make sure you take it back and count it. You know what I'm saying? Like they shouldn't take for granted you would know the ways of a capitalist society, you know?
I didn't know, so I was trying to be like, like an adult, go to a store, pick something up, and just had no idea I'm supposed to like get something back. And I remember the cashier was like confused, like why she's not taking the change, and I was like embarrassed to walk back, and I was like, no, I didn't need that.
This is too good. This is too funny.
I was like tipping them. So funny.
Okay. Well, you know what? That one kills it. That's a great answer. Thanks for calling and sharing, Stacey. I appreciate it. You stay safe, and hopefully we can all... I can't wait until this whole quarantine thing is over, and then when I'm back on tour, if I'm in New York City, everybody who's from the podcast meets up and stuff like that. Like, I can't wait to do that, man. But until then, you stay safe.
Absolutely. And I wish I could get you a barbecue in Los Angeles, but
Yo.
I'm not there.
I'll tell you what, when I come to New York, what I should do is I should rent an Airbnb everywhere I go for my tour that has a barbecue. Like, that should be my thing. And then I basically make podcast barbecues. That's what I'm going to do. As soon as we can get this shitty quarantine thing so I can start traveling again. But until then, you stay safe so that I can make sure that you guys taste my barbecue. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and Nemr, do you remember when you were talking to the hyenas?
Yes.
You mentioned the Fifth Avenue in Bay Ridge.
Yes.
Yeah, I walk there every day.
You told me.
I'm taking a walk.
Yeah,
yes,
you told me
yes.
that's your hood and where all the Lebanese restaurants are.
Yes, exactly. And I was like, oh, I wish Nemr comes here someday.
I will. I'm telling you. I've been to Bay Ridge. So whenever I go to New York, I visit a lot of these places, but I never really did. It was never public. Like I never had anyone to tell. But now that we have this going on,
you should.
I have all these plans for when when we're traveling again and I go back on tour, of integrating what we're doing here on the podcast into the tour. I want to do live podcast episodes separate from my shows, where it's like we bring the guests live and it's in front of a huge audience and it'll be a lot of fun, and then we live broadcast that. I'm very excited for that future. Hopefully it comes before like we all, die from this fucking virus thing. So let's see. Fingers crossed.
That would be great.
Stacey, I love you. You take care. Thanks for calling.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Have
Bye.
a nice day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye. Everybody give me a call. The number's right there. +1 424 542 9902. Those are the numbers. And this is a new caller. I don't have this number in the contacts. Hello? Hello? You got to listen on the phone. People listen on the stream.
Hello?
So, yeah, you got to listen on the phone, not on the stream. Hi, who am I talking to?
Yes. Yeah. Fred from Beirut.
Ra'id from Beirut, am I correct?
Alfred.
Alfred, first of all, how's Batman?
Yeah.
How's Batman doing?
Batman?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I don't really have a lot of joke at me.
Alfred, what is, first of all, welcome to the show. It's great to have you. You're a first-time caller. Question of the day. What is the biggest misconception you had growing up as a child?
Okay. So as a child, I believed that the more you like a person, the more their saliva tastes good.
Wait.
But I will explain it.
Yes. No, wait. I just want to recap to make sure. You believed that the more you liked a person, the more their saliva tasted good. Am I correct in what I just heard?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
I'm not gonna say
was,
anything. I'm just gonna sit back and I want you to explain. So go ahead.
So I would watch two people on the TV kissing each other.
Okay.
So when they kiss each other, they exchange like saliva.
Oh.
So the idea was that if you...
No. I don't want to lose this call. Alfred, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
The internet cut out, okay? So I this is too good a call to allow internet to stop it. So I want you to...
Yeah.
You said that you saw them on TV. They're exchanging saliva. Proceed.
Yeah. Kissing each other, exchanging their saliva. So if these people are like kissing each other and enjoying it, their saliva, they must enjoy the other person's saliva.
I have to be honest with you. I have to be honest with you. That's a pretty smart conclusion.
Yeah.
I mean, you're like, saliva tastes like
Yeah.
shit, so it must be.
I was sick.
Yeah, I mean, that's a very smart conclusion. You're like, it must be that the saliva tastes great. Did you ever think to yourself, I wonder what the saliva tastes like, and then approach somebody that you liked and asked to taste their saliva? I want to know if you went that far with the...
Like my mom's food or my parents, and to taste good. I never like tell a friend to spit on something so that I could taste it.
Alfred, once again, the line was cutting a bit. You said your mom's food, and then it cut out. So repeat what you said.
Yeah. So like I will taste like my mom's or my parents' food, and logically saliva will come from their plates and from their...
Okay. So you mean you would taste their food from their plate?
Yes. Like exchanging like the hummus from my mom, taking shwayet...
Did it ever taste better? Were you ever like, man, the hummus on my mom's plate is fire. The hummus on mine isn't good. I must love my mom. Did that happen?
Yes.
Alfred, you are an interesting man. That much I will tell you, my friend. That is an incredible... Yes. I don't think anyone's going to be able to top what you just said. Yeah. I'm a hopeful. I'm always optimistic. But that was one of the funniest. That was so funny that I can't laugh, that I need to just absorb what the hell you just... what you brought upon this. Have you ever seen porn where they spit in each other's mouths, and does that turn you on?
No. I can't other people's. No. Only mine and my friends.
Wait, what?
No.
Wait, what? So you can't... Wait. Wait a sec. You can't watch porn with people spitting in each other's mouth, but you can enjoy you and your friends spitting in each other's mouth? Is that what you're saying?
No. And only me, like, it sounded a lot creepier when I said it.
Okay, I'm going to give you a chance to clarify. What did you try? What were you meaning to tell me right there when you answered, no, just me and my friends?
In my 6-year-old head, it was like, other people, only my friends have, only the people that I like
have delicious saliva.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And so if I eat after someone I don't enjoy it, I won't be friends with them.
So you had a test. You were like, yo, take a bite of this sandwich. I'm going to eat this sandwich. If the sandwich doesn't taste good, me and you can't be friends.
Yes.
Okay. When did you learn that you were wrong?
I don't.
Do you know now that you're wrong? I'm just curious.
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to...
Yes.
Okay.
Like,
all right. Well, Alfred, it was like, really... Yeah, go ahead.
I can eat a shawarma from someone that I don't like and still enjoy it.
Good for you. Good for you overcoming that psychological step in your life. I just hope you don't continue. I mean, get your own food, I would hope, is a dream and a goal of yours. Okay, just want to make sure, because if you can't, you got to make some new friends who stop giving you their food and actually buy you food is I think what we've learned. What we've learned. Alfred, give my best to Batman. Tell him swear to me, but of course, swear to me. And thank you so much for calling. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks.
Bye-bye. This may be the best call we've ever had on the show. I mean, if we were to rank the calls, I think this would be one of the top 5. Maybe the number 1 call we've had. Tom White 40, thanks for the follow. We have Alfred Saliva to thank for that. Alfred Saliva brings the boys to the yard, and they're like, here's a follow for y'all. Jawad calling us from Lebanon. How's it going, brother?
Hey, bro.
How are you?
How are you?
We're doing
How's
very.
everything, bro?
Everything is great, bro. Everything is fantastic, man. Tell me,
Bro.
I think we need a minute to recover from the last phone call on both a psychological and a traumatic level. But moving on from that conversation, what is the biggest misconception you had as a young child?
All right. I used to think that my dad was the most famous guy on Earth.
Oh, that's actually adorable. You used to think your dad was the most famous guy on the planet.
Yes.
Okay, and
Well, let me tell you why.
Okay.
Let me tell you why.
Let's hear it.
We owned the first ever driving school in Lebanon. It was known everywhere.
oh wow, okay.
Asfahani Driving School.
Asfahani
Since
driving school.
Yeah, since 1938, I think. It was for my grandfather and his brother.
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah, then grandpa passed away and my
Allah
dad took his job.
okay.
Thanks. So I used to see my dad going in the car every hour with a different person, and most of them were females. And I used to look at him, I said, what the fuck? This guy, I mean, he's married, and each hour he takes a woman in the car and they go away.
You didn't ask your dad?
No. I was just looking, I mean, how he is doing this. And my dad is a gigolo, man. He has changeable color eyes, you know?
What?
So,
Wait, what?
if
Wait,
we
wait, no,
were,
no,
for
I don't know.
example-
Wait, I don't know. He has changeable
Yeah.
color eyes? What does that mean?
I'll explain it to you. If he wears like a blue shirt, his eyes turns blue.
Wait, what? What
Yes,
is what is
it's
what is
something.
it, what is
Google
with
it,
the
man.
energy today that we're getting the most bizarre things? Your dad's eye colors change to a shirt?
Yes, depends on what he wears.
Are you sure about this?
I'm 100% sure, man. Still till today, the same thing happened. If you wear like black or
I am
brown or
googling
white
this. Eye
t-shirt,
color
his
change
eye goes brown.
with t-shirt condition. I'm just curious. I've never heard of this. Eye
Yeah,
color.
it is.
Can your eyes change color depending on your clothes? Pigments in your shirt, jacket, tie, or scarf could temporarily change the color of your eyes? What the fuck? What?
Yes.
Okay, so the New York Times,
Yes, yes.
wait a sec. The New York Times in 2005 wrote an article. The claim, eye color can be affected by the color of clothing. The facts. What if you woke up every day and your eyes were a different color? As bizarre as it may sound, some people claim their eyes shift hues from one day to another. Experts say the phenomenon exists.
I told you.
Apparently, it has to do
I'm
with
not joking.
the pigment of your father's eyes. It's not that they are changing colors, but the pigment of your father's eyes absorbs color. So the reflection from the light of
Yeah.
what your dad is wearing will actually change the color of the pigment. That is insane. Okay, so
Exactly.
so what was your dad's favorite shirt? I would be wearing, I don't know, maybe green or something.
He didn't have any favorite shirt. He wore different colors every day.
Okay, so your
So,
dad, the gigolo
To
chameleon.
go back to the subject. So this is what I used to see. My dad every hour takes a woman in a car and they go away.
Okay.
And I stay in the office with my mom.
Okay,
And I look at my mom. What the fuck? How can you let him do this? I mean, this is the
Stand up
most
for yourself.
famous gigolo in the earth.
yes, he's
You know.
a gigolo chameleon.
And then when I grew up, I knew that he takes them to teach them how to drive a car. And he's not
He's
that
not
famous.
He's not that famous, and
But
he's
he
not a
ended
gigolo.
up marrying two other women, else my mom.
Wait, did he marry two other women after your mom, or did he collect them and have three wives?
After.
Oh, okay, so
No, after. Actually, what he did, he married my mom, which is a Sunni, for 15 years. Then
Okay.
he said, you know what, I need to try a Shia woman. And he did that for like another 15 years. Then he said, fuck that, I don't want any Lebanese anymore. So he went and he chose a Syrian woman. And now they're together, I hope, for another 15 years. And then I don't know what he will do. He's still on the roll, bro.
you know this. If ever there was an argument why you should never miss a minute of this show, this entire past This entire show has been just absolute insanity from the beginning to the
Yeah,
end.
but guess what? Guess what?
What?
I have an issue with this with my wife. She's always scared that I'll do the same.
I mean, yeah.
That's why I don't teach any woman how to
try. That is such a great joke. Dude, that is fantastic. That was well said, brother. Okay. Well,
but she has one problem, you know? She has one problem because I'm actually a gym manager and a personal trainer.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine the women that are surrounding me.
That's very true, but you know, maybe you're gay. No, I'm kidding. Listen, you my dude.
Fuck you, Nemr.
Thank you so much for calling, man. This was fucking fantastic. I appreciate you. Thanks so much.
Anytime.
Take care.
I'm your number one supporter and how much I love you.
Habib, bro, that means a lot to me, man. I hope you always feel that way. Thank you so much.
I know. Peace and love, brother.
Take care. Peace and love. Bye-bye. I feel like I'm watching Frasier, RP Milconian, right? This is kind of like, I'm listening. I should do the Frasier thing. Guys, give me a call, 424-542-9902. Wafit, now on the phone. Wafit, how's it going?
I feel like I'm watching Frasier.
Hello.
Hey, Wafit, can you lower the volume of the stream in the background, please?
Yeah, I turned you off.
All right, my man.
You always turn me off. Oh, no.
Thank you. No, dude. You know that's a lie. I turn you on, baby. You know how it is. Wafit, I hope you are aware that the last few phone calls have been the most insane shit I've ever heard in my life. I don't know if you can match the level.
I'm gonna give you the literal shit.
I don't want you to feel any pressure, but go ahead and tell us, what was the biggest misconception you had growing up as a child?
If the previous phone calls were the weirdest shit, then this is gonna be more like little shit. So brace yourselves.
Oh my god, I think we're gonna get disgusted again. Okay, I'm braced. Let's go.
Oh, definitely. When you first asked the question about the misconceptions, I was going to delve into some philosophical crap, but apparently not. So yeah, I'm gonna go to the actual crap.
Okay.
My father was a very funny man, so. When I was a child, like when I say a child, I used to put my finger on my belly button. No need for that face. Just my belly button.
Okay.
And I used to just play with it. I was like 3 years old. I was barely able to talk, to understand, to comprehend things around me. So I used to put my finger on my belly button and I used to play with it. And I don't know why my parents had a trouble with that. I mean,
okay.
I chose my belly button out of all places.
So God, I really hope this isn't going to go where it's going to go. Okay, keep going.
No. So to stop me from doing that, my father told me that there's I don't know what to call it in English. It's like birri. That there's a birri that connects my belly button to my ass.
Oh.
And if I keep playing with my belly button, I'm gonna lose my ass. My ass is gonna get detached from my body.
Wait, so for your parents, okay, thank God this is going in a much better direction. So your parents, to discourage you from putting your finger in your belly button, they said that if you keep doing that, you're gonna lose your anus because they're connected?
Yes, he said that.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, and so what happened?
I continued playing with my belly button. Didn't listen to them, but when time came for me to actually go to the bathroom, I started shaking, I started crying, I started screaming, and everyone was just gathering it. I'm like, what is wrong? And I'm searching underneath my bed, I'm searching underneath the couch, I'm looking for my ass because I thought that I actually lost it. And I'm in such need to go to the bathroom. Like, I didn't even care. You needed
to find your ass.
That was when I stopped actually using my diapers. Like, I used to poop in a freaking diaper, but at that point, I'm like, where is my ass? I need to find it and go to the bathroom. So I started looking for my ass underneath, like, the bed, and I'm crying until they came and calmed me down, and they had to have me put my hand on my butt, like, touch it, it's still there. I did not believe that it was actually still there. So yeah,
your parents were like, finger yourself. You'll see it's still there. So you fingered yourself and then you took a shit.
Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna think about that. Thank you, man.
I want you to think about what your parents did to you.
Yeah, that was when I started developing trust issues, and that was when I started thinking I should drop the diapers. I mean, I was pooping in diapers, and at that point, I did not care about the diaper. I'm like, where is my ass? I need to take my ass to the bathroom. Literally take my ass to the bathroom.
This is amazing.
So, yeah.
Well, you know, I thought that it couldn't get any weirder, but it did. So I'd like to thank you for your contribution to today's show. Today's episode is definitely gonna leave a big impression with a lot of us. So thank you very much. You have a great day, all right, Wafi?
A big spank on everyone's butt. Thank you.
A big spank from Wafi on all your asses. Well done, brother. Well done. Do you know that saying in Shakespeare? A plague on both your houses. A plague on both your houses. Wafi is like a spank on all your asses. A spank on all your asses. Okay, we got Dina, a.k.a. Dinsy Finzi, from the comment section, calling us from Cyprus. Dinsy Finzi, I hope you are up to the task, because right now we've gone from the normal to the absurd to God. I don't know where we are right now, but I should be stopping the calls, but I don't know what the fuck's going on, so I'm just going to keep it going for a bit more. Dina, how are you, and are you going to also shock us?
Hello, Nemr. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm on the show with you. Oh my God, it's been
You're with us.
ages.
We're
since
together.
The Comedy Revolution.
Oh my God,
Rudy. Where is he, by the way?
You were with me on the Comedy Revolution.
Duh. Hello.
All right, that's my girl right there.
Call up and make fun, and then I swore once. I remember, and you're like, Dina, we're on air, and I'm like, oh shit. And I said it again.
I actually have a memory of somebody who was dropping the shit bomb on the radio and threatening to end my entire radio career as a result of it. Okay, Dina, for those who don't know, the Comedy Revolution was a radio show that I had in Lebanon that was very, very popular back in the day.
It was awesome.
It was
sick.
fucking great. Shout out to Mix FM. I had a great time when I used to have my radio show there. Dina, Dinsy Finzi, what is the biggest misconception you had growing up as a child?
Oh my God. Okay, so since we're on the God subject, right?
Yes.
I mean, funerals are a thing, right?
Funerals are a thing, sadly. Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah. So when I was a kid, my parents, in Cyprus, they say "ekimithigin," which means they slept. Okay.
Wait. It means be a slut. What?
No. "Ekimithigin" means they slept, or she slept, or
slept.
She's sleeping.
Slept. Okay. Yes.
Not
okay.
a slut.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, basically, my grandparents, my grandma, sorry.
Yeah.
So she was sleeping, right?
Okay.
Well, basically, she died in her sleep. So I went to her bed, and I'm like, Mom, Grandma's still in bed. I don't know what's wrong with her and stuff like that. And then she's like, yeah, it doesn't matter. She's sleeping. And I'm like, okay, sure. And then they come to check her, and she's dead, right? So, and my mom turns around, and she's like, yeah, she is sleeping. And I'm like shaking the bed to wake her up. And my mom is like, no, honey, she's sleeping in a deep sleep. I'm like, yeah, Mom, we should wake her up. I mean, it's breakfast time. We should go have something to eat together as a family. And my parents, they couldn't tell me exactly what happened. So I was like, Mom, Dad, come on, please wake her up. I can't eat breakfast without her. And she's like, yes, but it's better if you stop shaking the bed. I mean, my grandma's arm just fell off the bed, and I couldn't stop shaking her. I took her arm, and I was dragging her out of the bed. And then my mom was like, go to the, kitchen. You prepare the breakfast for your dad. And then I'm like there, and my dad's like, oh, it doesn't matter. We'll cook something for Yaya, whatever. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then a week later, sorry, we're burying your grandma. And I'm like, what? Yeah, that experience will be like...
Did they tell you they're burying her because she's dead, or did they say they're burying her because you don't want to disturb her very deep sleep? Just so I know.
No, they said she's now with Grandpa, and say goodbye. And I'm like, okay. Oh, wow. And 2 years later, I discovered that death is a thing, and then sleeping is just a misconception, or... whatever. So basically, yeah, that happened.
Okay. All right. We need therapy after today's episode. Let me tell you, this is
Well,
the image of a young girl shaking her grandmother's corpse while everybody around is like, I don't know what the fuck. I told her she was asleep. I don't know what to do at this point. Because if they told you at the time, look, she's dead, then you would have thought you shook her to death in that moment.
Exactly.
So they couldn't do that.
Yeah, it would have ruined my childhood.
Dinsey Finzi, thank you for your call. It is very appreciated.
Nemr, you're amazing. I mean, I just want to say your videos every time I watch your videos, whether I'm pissed off or down or whatever. My favorite video of all time is when you're talking about, I think it's the Lebanese fathers. You know,
with the iPhone?
That one. Yeah, that one gets me all the time.
That's one of my favorites.
I showed that video to almost all my friends.
Slide to answer. That's one of my favorite fucking jokes of all time. Dinsey Finzi, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for your love and your support. Of course. Thanks for calling. Have a great one.
Thank you.
Bye.
You too. Bye.
I need a second. This is madness. This is the Very Funny Podcast is basically what a Spartan reply would be. This is the most... it surprises me sometimes what it is that... Who would have thought? I did not think... I don't know which subjects are going to end up being very funny and which subjects are going to end up being just normal, kind of everyday topics when we ask you guys. But let me tell you, I did not expect today. I can tell you that much. I did not expect in a million years that we would get these calls. The saliva, a woman shaking her mother's corpse, the guy who thought his father was a gigolo and married multiple other women from all these different religions. I'm just playing a bit of music right now just to kind of soothe us after this very bizarre few minutes that we've had together. This was a great show. I want to tell you guys. I really want to thank Rudy Ayub for joining us today. That was a lot of fun. I'm telling you, it was tough. It was tough. But we had a good time today, did we not? How about we end the show with a bit of music, a bit of a light jam to say goodbye to all of you guys, of course, to tell you all to take care and always wear underwear. This is the most important thing that we could do as a society, is to take care and always wear underwear. And you know that, but it can't be, the lesson cannot be learned. You cannot know this without properly putting it in musical form. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to tell you all goodbye, but I'm going to make this a full screen so I can see the comments properly. And then, yeah. So I just want to tell you guys, thanks a lot for joining in. Very important to me. Let's see, what tune should we play today? A solemn tune. I like that scale. Let's see, maybe we go. Take care, everybody. Ramzi Abu Zaki, take care. Abu Ramzi Sidawi from Melbourne, take care. Rawul Abu Hanna, take care. My brother Mortanius. Carla Nakad, take care. Dinsey Finzi, take care. Rachel Freja, I want you to take care. Zaka, take care. Yaman Sharaf Dabbar, I want you to take care. Antoine Haddad, take care. Sultan, take care. And Stacy Tsultstomova, take care. Diane Musa, take care. And all of you, always wear underwear. Take care, everybody. Wear underwear. Always remember, it's dangerous out in those streets. You might not be wearing underwear, protecting yourselves. It's not enough to wear a face mask, you know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure you wear that underwear. Don't exchange saliva. No matter what you've heard from this show today, I don't want you to exchange any saliva, because if you do, in these times, you're gonna get that corona. The Rona is gonna come for you. It's gonna take you from your family. You're gonna be living without a love interest because they moved on. They went for people who took care and always wore underwear. They didn't take saliva from other people and put themselves at jeopardy and the family in harm's way. They looked into the distance and realized there was only one way to always take care and always wear underwear. There was only one way to wear underwear, and that was by putting your feet in one at a time. Take care and always wear underwear. And then you know that you will live a very great life full of harmony and happiness. Take care and always wear underwear, everybody. Maria Abu Nassar, Vanessa Khatar. It rhymes. That's pretty dope. Goodbye. I love you all. Take care and always wear underwear. Yeah, well, yeah, take care and always wear underwear. Yeah. Bye-bye, everyone.